You know, I often think to myself, why the fuck do I even cheer for this team anyway? Why did I become a fan of this team anyway? Why am I still cheering for this team? Why am I still watching college football and all that shit? I don't know. What is going on, everybody? This is your boy, South Carolina fan here, and before I begin, I decided to make a change. Instead of live streaming a one take, I've decided to just record a video and hopefully it's a one take. Because hopefully I don't have to edit anything, because, you know, I really don't like myself talking, you know. Yep, see, there's a fuck up right there. No, I'm not gonna retake this video. But you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, and of course, last night we lose to Missouri, and it wasn't a good one. There are many things wrong with this team, both offense and defense, or especially defense, because, you know, I don't trust them, never have, never will. The one thing that defense can't do, they can't tackle. Let me show you an example. Hold up. Let's see if I can just... Okay, can't even get how you're supposed to tackle. Knock his ass to the ground. And this is how our guys tackle. Oh, yeah. How our guys tackle. Boom. Nope, I'm still on my feet. See, they can't tackle. They can't fucking tackle. Why doesn't anybody understand this? Obviously, our back defenders, you know, the guys that are supposed to, like, guard the opponent's wide receivers and hopefully intercept the ball and prevent them from catching, they ain't doing their fucking job. It just starts out like this. I'm chasing after him. Nope, I gotta stay right here. And as a result, our opponents find a wide open receiver. They get the first down. They score a touchdown. You know, end of story. They're not blocking. They're not doing their fucking job. You know, it's impossible to even play defense, especially for this team. It looks fucking hard. And before anyone says, no, it doesn't look hard, it does too look hard. When you play on defense, your job is to prevent your opponent from scoring. Your job is to get the motherfucking ball back. But you don't do that shit for this team. You don't. Sure, you did it once last night, but you could have done it many more times. You end up giving your opponent 29 points compared to 20, and we got 20 points. And yeah, now let's go to the offense problem, especially to the offensive line. They can't block. They really can't. It's starting to feel like 2023 all over again. Remember in 2023 how we sucked that much? How our quarterback at the time, Spencer Rattler, always got sacked because their defense can't block worth their shit. And now, here we are 2 years later, and we're starting to have a repeat of 2023. Offensive line can't fucking block. They're not protecting the quarterback's blind side from getting sacked all the time. Not only can they not block, but yeah, you would not believe all of the penalties that we got last night, and most of them were false start penalties. Do these motherfuckers even know how a false start works? Here, let me explain to you dumbass idiots how a false start works. When you get in position, you cannot move any part of your body until the play starts. You get in position, but now the only exception of it moving is if the quarterback says we're changing play, and he says the name of the play, then that's when you can move. But once you get back in position, you cannot move any part of your body until the ball is snapped. I say you got in position, and if you were to do something like this, see how I moved a little bit? That's a false start, and that's a penalty. And I'm just thinking, how did you even make it on the team? You don't even know how a false start works. Like, what the fuck did your high school football head coaches teach you when you were in high school? They obviously didn't teach you how a false start works. What else is there to talk about? We lost last night. We're now 2-2, and you know, there's just no fucking way we'll make a bowl game this year. So anyway, okay. How do I switch? You know, when you're recording from your phone, shit, it's not letting you. Okay, hold up. What does this pause button do? Okay, never mind. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do this, and I apologize if you can't see. All right, see the TV screen? We got Kentucky up next. Hang on. How good is Kentucky? Okay, they're currently 2-1. No, I don't really know, because they had a bye week this week, and who knows? Wait, how were they last year? 4-8. Well, 4-8. Then I guess that's a chance that we could win this Saturday, and then we get a bye week. And then after that bye week, we got a lot of tough opponents coming up. And then another bye week, another tough opponent, and this should be easy. And okay, yes, I know they lost this week, and now 1-3. And yeah, I cannot believe what I'm seeing this season. Yeah, they may suck ass at the moment, but no, I do not think they're going to have a losing season. I still think they're going to find a way to come back, especially since they got a bye week coming up. So all I can say is don't really predict them to continuing to suck ass this season, because, you know, they're always going to find a way to get a winning season and to make sure they clinch a spot in a postseason bowl game, you know? So yeah, we got Kentucky coming up, 7:45. Okay, now I have no clue if y'all were able to see this, because my phone would not let me switch cameras. And I wish I could Again, wish I could live stream that game, but I got things going on in my personal life, and also my family's pretty much home, and I have no clue if I'll be able to live stream another game or do live reaction. You know what I mean. Anyway, I think that's all I can say in this video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Don't give a shit. And if you want to, subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch and Twitter/X, even though I don't use that anymore. Links are in the About section of my YouTube channel. Hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you all next time. Later.